morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to hang out with me. We don't have a whole lot going on for the day, I'm gonna be honest. It's one of those days where I'm kind of just picking up the camera to have something to do. And I mean, I have one thing on the books right now. We have our first part for the Integra that has showed up, so we are going to unbox that and slap that on. But per usual, it's coffee time. I've been making coffee at home a lot lately, and today I just feel like getting some Starbucks. So we're going to Starbucks, if I can find third with my left hand reaching over, and yeah, get some coffee with me. I also want to give a big shout out to Dragon Spec for these sunglasses right here. So if you guys don't know what Dragon Spec is a, I don't want to say lifestyle brand, but for lack of a better term, I will say it is a driver's lifestyle brand. Like dedicated around those, or stylized around those people that, like me, love to hit canyons, love to not street race, drag race, because that's boring. But for people that like to hit back roads, canyons, stuff like that. And it's a very cool brand, and I back it 100%. And also Mark from Honda Street Garage, I believe, is the founder of it, and he's obviously a great dude as well. So I love supporting the friends, because friends support friends. That's what they do. And if you want to go get yourself some, I will have a link in the description to go get yourself some. And they are actually really nice shades. Like, I go through shades a lot, mostly because I tend to put them on my hat, forget that they're there, and end up dropping them. So thankfully your boy Mark hooked us up with 2 pairs. But yeah, we might be giving away the other set, but these are nice. I don't know, you can only say so much about sunglasses. I mean, they're not titanium with bottle cap openers like Ramon has on his sunglasses, but they're pretty nice nonetheless, and they give you a nice little carrying case. And they also got key tags as well, so be sure to go scoop some, support. I mean, I'm not getting nothing out of this, I'm just helping a friend, but support those that support you, help people achieve their dreams, because that's what keeps them.
I'm going to Starbucks. We're going to get started for you.
Good morning. Can I just do like a grande vanilla cream cold brew?
I'm sorry, you said grande cold brew?
Yeah. With
Is it just black?
No, the vanilla sweet cream or whatever it is.
Oh, grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, that'll be it.
It's going to be 48. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I don't know if you guys could hear that rattling, the rattling. It's been driving me absolutely insane for like a week now, and I can't figure out what it is. So that's, darn it, that's part of what we're gonna be doing today, is also trying to freaking take apart this crap and find that vibration, because it's like, I think it's probably because it's cold. Like today is cold. It's like 45 degrees today, 47 right now, and it's been doing it mostly in the mornings after the sun sits on hits the dash for a few hours, and the plastic kind of warms up. It doesn't really seem to do it as much. Maybe I don't notice it as much then, if at all. But especially in the mornings on my way to work on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then like right now, 3,000 RPM, which is like my cruising RPM in 6th gear going around town. Most of the speed limits here are like 45. Yeah, absolutely annoying. I tried finding it the other day. I took apart the bezel and all that. Found a hot chocolate packet tucked above my radio vents, but that wasn't my freaking issue. I also got my engine start light working again, because I didn't even know it had a bulb on it, and turns out mine had just vibrated itself out. So it's coming from like the dead center of the dash, and when I had the cluster and the bezel and everything out, I even took my little camera thing with the light on it that you use to look in like cylinders. I looked inside the vents to see if something was rattling in there. Maybe I dropped a bolt, even though I never worked on the interior lately. Nothing. I cannot find anything, so I'm just kind of gonna go through a little bit later, and we're going to try and snug up any screws and bolts. I'll pull the radio cover and stuff out, pull the radio out, see if I can't find anything vibrating back there that may have unclipped itself or whatever, but we'll dig into that in a bit. I don't really think this needs much explanation. You can kind of tell what that is, so let's open it. So if you guys can not tell, right now I'm running the 90 to 91 Integra bumper, so there is a difference. We can put them side by side once I pull this one off the car here in a moment. The reason I bought another 92-93 is because I personally really do not like the 90-91. Like, I don't hate it, but I definitely don't like it. So it's basically much more square, it's just more dated, whereas the 92-93 has more curved edges, smaller, more round grille. It's just a little bit more with the times per se. But I used to have a 92-93 on here until I was out at the canyon one night and a javelina decided to freaking ambush me, and I exploded the javelina and he in turn exploded my bumper. So that is at the junkyard, graveyard, whatever you want to call it. So I've been waiting, I've been trying to find a deal locally, but nobody obviously sells DA parts, so it's really hard to come across something like that. And I didn't want one that was all beat to crap anyway, like that needed a bunch of repairs. So I was just like, screw it, I'll just paper up. And I bought this one on eBay. I don't remember who the seller was. It was about 250 bucks. So yeah, well, we just opened it. So let's pull this off. My bumper is pretty simple. I am running the SD fab front bumper bar for the Integra. So I just have the couple bolts right here. I have 2 zip ties on each side because I do run the little quick release tabs. I've run those for years because my car is not as perfect as some of you may think. I don't have screws in here, which is why the tape is here, and then I just got my splitter rods. So I'm going to pull this off really quick and we'll set them side by side and make some comparison notes. Like I said, I am running the SD Fab front bumper bar. So this one is powder coated black. I had mine done locally. I don't really offer a powder coating option on these things only because of how expensive it is. So offering a powder coat option, granted the consumer is paying for the powder coat, but a lot of people don't want to wait. So like if it's something that people are really interested in, I can offer it, but I just don't like the idea of having to have a lead time longer than a couple days that it takes me to get these out. So I don't know, it is what it is. Like, you tell me. If you guys want powder coat on those, I can have them done locally. I'm just saying, like, it's time. I don't know, it's up to you guys. But anyways, over to the bumpers. So this is obviously the 92-93 and this is the 90-91. So mind you, I do have a front lip on here. This is just an eBay one. And then the splitter rods. But let's look at the turn signals, for example. So you see here on the 92-93 how the turn signal kind of wraps around the bumper like that, whereas here on the 90-91 it does not. It is just much more square and flat. So that's the first thing you'll notice. And then secondarily, I don't know, whatever. You can kind of see here, this part of the bumper on this 90-91 comes down, swoops in, and that's it. Other than my lip coming out, that once it swoops in right there, it comes flattened down. Whereas on here, it flares itself back out. You can really notice it here on the front part there, how it swoops back out. So minor differences, but definitely noticeable. Third difference, the grill. So you see how the grill on the 90-91 is very square, very wide. Well, if you look here at the 92-93, you can see right off the bat that the grill is much more rounded, a little bit smaller, and just a little bit, yeah, more updated, I guess is the best way to say it. So that's pretty much the main differences. Also, if you do notice, this guy, I still have to get the little metal clip for it, so I'll have to source those. But it has a little tab right there for the turn signal. Mine is broken on both sides, right there, that guy. So yeah, that's half the reason I want a new bumper, to be honest. But other reason is because I do much prefer the 92-93 over the 90-91. Like I said, mildly subtle differences, but when you put them next to each other, you can definitely tell the difference. So let me just show you really quick that the 92-93 fits on the front bumper bar just like the 90-91 does. They said foam. Okay, I also just realized that this thing has this piece. I'm gonna cut this off because I do not run this. I do not have the provisions for it, but that's why it's giving me trouble. So mind you, this splitter is not gonna fit, especially because I don't have the lip on the bumper yet. I haven't ordered one yet. So bumper is a little tweaked because of being just a plastic mold. So let it sit in the sun for a little bit and it should mold up better. I can go ahead, I can run these top bolts in, and then I can probably play with the sides. I still gotta drill little holes here for my little tab things. But yeah, overall, you know, I thought the black bumper was gonna look a lot more weird, but it really doesn't look that bad. Kind of reminds me of Shaboy DA9's DA before he did like the spoon and HKS livery stuff, when he was like the black bottom half of the car. Not nearly as clean as his, but still not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did have to massage a little bit more, and by massage I mean cut off a little bit more back here because it was hitting my splitter brackets. So I do intend to make another splitter. This one is just utterly destroyed, but so just in general, for anybody that may be looking to buy one of these bumpers, even with everything trimmed, it still is tweaked. Like when I'm going to just hook it on my center post, the ends are like bowing up into the headlight. So this is one of those things where, granted it's thin plastic, you can fake the funk, but setting it in the sun for a few hours might be beneficial to you. But overall, I mean, it fits good nonetheless. It's just being plastic, you know, it's kind of bowed, and you gotta massage it. So also, if you guys are having sagging issues up top here, check to see if you have one of these, and if you don't, try and source one. I kind of want to try and maybe make this out of something, 3D print one. I don't have a 3D printer, but maybe I could start 3D printing these for DA guys, because I didn't even know these things existed until years after I got this car, and then I found one on a junkyard car, because I always had issues with this piece bowing and sagging, and it just sits right in there like that. It's just support. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. So the fitment is kind of funky on these bumpers. I see now, because I've only had one guy really complain about fitment with an aftermarket bumper, and that was Jeff's Red DB2, the Texas, New Mexico guy. So he was saying that he had both an OEM and a aftermarket eBay one like this. He said his OEM one fit much better, and then the aftermarket one was kind of tweaking a little bit. So I was like, I don't really know. I don't have an aftermarket one. Mine are the two I've used, which were 92, 93, my Javelina one, fitment, that's what I built all of them off of, and the 9091, obviously you just saw it came off. But this one definitely fits kind of weird, and I think most of it, I noticed that for whatever reason above the turn signal over there's like a plastic clip that doesn't go to anything, but it was like sitting in the way of kind of where the bar tucks into. So I trimmed that off, and then I also saw that the license plate thingies here, like for whatever reason they have little bolt tabs on the backside, but they protrude out kind of quite a bit. So I don't know, it doesn't fit terribly, but it's definitely not fitting how I want. But I'm not going to bother messing with it, because like I said, I still got to order a lip. I still got to go to the store to get those little metal clips for the turn signals, which I don't even think I have turn signals. I got to check my parts shed really quick. But yeah, so anybody that decides to run an aftermarket bumper and has my bar, just be warned, it's probably going to fit funky. These molds are close, but they're not perfect, so something like that. Like, it's kind of like that on both sides. Granted, my fenders are a bit tweaked as well. Like, I can always pull the fenders out more, but overall it doesn't look bad. Mind you, I am again changing the splitter out. I just left it on because I forgot to take it off. Honestly, I'm just well, good news. Harbor Freight has these things. I know some of you guys sent me messages on Instagram. Like I said, I posted up about it. Harbor Freight is closest to me as compared to like AutoZone, Home Depot and such. It's literally like 2 blocks away. So somewhere there, they actually had them. So there you go. And then I just happened to check the shed because DJ was asking if I had a DA brake booster by chance, which I do not. But I got some of these used turn signals, so yeah, this one has a crack and stuff, but these ones would be good enough for now. I'll get some nice ones eventually, but at least I have something to put into the bumper now. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I do have to find a screw for that one. I have a screw here. I should probably swap that screw out because that's pretty rusty. Yeah, so we got some turn signals and we got our tab metal things to attach it with. And then I also bought a work light. I've been wanting one of these things for quite a while. This is one of those ones you can like hang under your hood and stuff. And especially since I got the big tarp now, it really shades up and makes the under hood area very dark. I don't know. I'm really bad about going to Harbor Freight. Like every time I go, I spend money. Like I just got some new earmuffs too because my other ones, I dropped them and they exploded. Yeah, but let's slap these on really quick. Car looks a lot more complete. So I did notice that the left side one is missing the tabs that kind of slide into the bumper. So I mean, whatever, I'll just order some eBay ones. Unless one of you guys got an extra set laying around, but it's not like I hardly drive the car much right now anyway, so I might just put a piece of painter's tape on it like I had before. But yeah, if any of you guys got some extra 92, 93 bumper lights and you want to send them to me, send them to the PO box in the description. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start taking the radio center tray out on the S, because like I said before, that's kind of where I'm hearing the vibration, is right there in the middle at the windshield area. But I checked, I don't see nothing, but we're gonna tear it apart again, this time more center behind the radio instead of behind the cluster, and see if we can find something. So there's a few different spots that I'm trying to look. So on each side of the dash, obviously you got your dash bolts. Unlike the Integra and the Del Sol and stuff, there's a dash bolt that's center, but that's not the case for the S. For the S, we gotta open the radio flap here, pull this out, and then behind the radio, there's some screws. So I'm gonna check those. I just checked that side dash. I was able to, dash bolt, I was able to tighten it just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna check this side really quick and see if this side's loose at all. Got a little bit out of it. Got this passenger side panel off. Unfortunately, one of them broke, which is super common on these stupid things, so that sucks. I also took a chunk of skin off, so that sucks as well. But let's check under here and see how our bolts are looking under here. This one I already snugged because that was just quite a bit loose. This next one up here. Okay, that one's good now. Yeah, and then there was some more right up here that I just made sure were tight for the airbag and stuff, so those are all good. Just trying to rule out any possibility. So I've gone through and tightened just about every bolt that I can find that, I don't know, that I think might be it. So we'll see. Quite a few of them on the passenger side were loose, and it could very well be that something over there was vibrating, because like I said, it sounded like plastic, and there's all the plastic piece bolts over on that side that were loose. So I know a lot of times plastic or vibrations reverberate or whatever, and you think it's in one spot, but it's really in another. It sounded like it was in the middle of the dash, but it could have been just reverberating from passenger floor, but I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully, we'll probably hear in a little bit. Might be running down to go get the front end of this car. Finally, PPF wrap, so depending on where we are on this video and time, I'll check here in a moment. You guys may see that next if there is enough wrap, because Efren's doing it. He just has to see if he has any material, and I'm waiting for him to go to his dad's shop to check. Okay, well, we made it to the shop in relatively one piece. The freaking 60 freeway out here is torn the hell up, so car's got a few rock chips already between that and the freaking road trip we went on a few weeks ago. And we're doing another road trip Saturday, I guess, so that's why we're here now. So
so I'm like, Chris, before it gets worse, we got to take care of it. So yeah, it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday, huh?
I don't even know, dude. Yeah, no, it's one of those. No, I think it is Thursday. Yeah. So today's Thursday. We're going to Mount Lemon on Saturday, which if you're a local, you may have heard of it. It's supposed to be really cool. Neither of us have been, but the rest of the group has. It's kind of like, as we've been described Arizona's own southern version of like a California mountain. So I guess at the base it starts kind of normal, and then as you work your way up, you start going into pine trees, and then like it might even be snow this time of year up there. So we'll see. There's a group of us going, but yeah, I better get this done now that it's been about a month since the bumper has been painted. Now is the best time. It should be done being gassed out, so nothing should come of it negatively. And the few chips that were there, I did use some touch-up paint with like some clear that was dabbed on, so hopefully it doesn't chip up or anything there. Hopefully it looks okay. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Ramon. He pulled off somewhere, but I think he's getting food, so we'll see him shortly.
So this is a like hairy fiber thingy, so these microfibers leave little, you know, hairs. So this kind of picks it up, cleans it up. So that way it's not under your PPF.
It's not under my PP?
Yeah, it's not under your PP.
Car looks so neat with the LED lights overhead right now.
Oh yeah.
Looks hella fresh.
It's a good spot for a photo, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right?
Well, we just gotta clean this shit up, but yeah. Yeah. Then again, it'd be a pain in the ass too.
Fuck that shit, but I'm not cutting this shit straight. It's so unnecessary.
And that's the difference between someone great and someone average.
I
was just waiting for him to say something.
He's like, you're doing this shit by yourself, Mr. Greatness. Alright? A great man can do it without my help.
I think what we will have to do though is put it on the table.
What?
So when we lift it, so that way it doesn't get dirt from the ground.
Jesus Christ, though, man.
This is
just playing hobby for fun now.
This shit's fucking huge, bro.
Big bumper.
Big bumper.
Alright, let's go. Alright, too slow.
You gotta take it nice and easy, bro. It's not about the... Never mind. I don't know what I was going with that. So right now we're spraying the bumper so the film can float on top of it and not stick and start to cure.
Anybody that's going to ask, they already did the splitter a while ago, if you never saw the video. So the splitter's already been wrapped. I wanted that done before the bumper even got shot because it's carbon, and I've already smacked it a handful of times because it's low, and the PPF saved it, so.
Yeah, so bring me your money.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you AZ locals, come to these fools, like,
Fools, yeah.
Yeah, come to these fools and they'll take care of you.
Grab that side. That's good right there. Let's pull it away.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Oh no.
It's flat. It's all just like one big slab side.
We are slowly trimming away at this. This part is really hard, and when you try to stretch it from here, it just kind of like offsets everything. So we have to trim like here, trim here, and then trim here, and yeah, slowly but surely.
He said he's gonna get some trim from Sadowski.
Well, Chris is gonna
We go with some bomb job. He did Enkies instead of the Cosby's. I'm a fitment god.
Dude, okay, just because the RPF ones doesn't make the pivot less better. Dude, I went through like 3 sets of tires, 2 sets of RPF ones, and like camber bolts and everything to get it perfect. And the contact patch was all there. Like, dude.
Perfect.
Get out of here.
No, what were you talking before though? Let's get it on video.
What'd I say? I didn't say anything.
Oh, what did he say?
I just said that I'm going to be faster than the Square Boys on the Stagger Setup. That's all I said.
You said he was the next 7.
Oh yeah, next time I'll
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, well, this thing is just about done. He's just straight or flattening out the last side, and then he's just got to finish trimming around the edges and the air hole. And then we're Gucci. Then we can go get some Shampooado.
So we're thinking about actually leaving this here, and that way his intake stays clean.
But it doesn't go to my intake yet because I still got the freaking flat freaking cooling plate.
Oh, we're thinking ahead right now.
Yeah, just poke little air holes in it.
Yeah.
That way it still stays safe, but we still get some air.
Boom.
That wasn't take 1.
That was take 1. We only do 1 takes.
Yeah.
Call us a smoking tire.
Yeah. So I kind of cut.
So that's it then, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, this little piece here I gotta put on because it was very difficult to do it in one solid piece, and it was just gonna throw off like the alignment and everything else. So. Stop my toe.
PPF's all done on the front bumper. Yeah, I don't know, Shampooado time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It looks really good, honestly. I know the camera can't see nothing. I don't know if it looks any glossier to you guys. Oh, it kind of does. Yeah, bumper looks a little, but also like I don't know.
Yeah.
Ramon notices it.
I can see it.
Yeah. So we're also gonna do a partial front end too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down the film probably. Because you can't really tell on camera, but there used to be PPF, or maybe a bra, like a plastic bra. And then it just faded differently, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to bring it up to here probably.
Yeah, there's like a dirt line almost in the paint.
Yeah, so we're going to bring the film up here, and then we're just going to line up the fenders right here. So that way, where the rocks are going to hit,
But on that note, we are going to wrap up this video. No need to continue filming. Bumper's done. We got some good work done today. We got the Integra bumper taken care of. We got this bumper taken care of. We tried finding some dash rattles. No success on that. But it is what it is. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to go check out Ella channel, it'll be somewhere on the screen here, I'm sure. And then, yeah, if you want to help support the channel, Big Cartel is the best way to do it. Scoop the merch. I know Efren has a bunch of shirts. One of you guys in Colorado has ordered like 4 of the long sleeves. Greatly appreciates you. Anyways, guys, do what you love. Forget about the rest, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.